Did you know that the colours that you've chosen for your brand have an emotional response with your viewer? Hey there, if I were to ask you, what emotional response do your customers get from the colours that you've chosen for your brand? Would you know? Would it be something that you've thought about when you've developed your brand? Or have you just picked a colour that you personally liked? Colours have an amazing effect on people. Someone could look at your brand identity and form an opinion of your brand without ever trying your service, sampling one of your products, meeting you, meeting any of your staff. Colour will already start to form an opinion in their head of what your brand is all about. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the main colours, run through them and give the positive effects and positive words and emotions that these colours can set off in someone's mind, but also some of the negative wording that can be set off in people's heads when they look at a colour. So let's make a start on that. The first colour that we're going to look at is blue, and the positive connotations that we can have from blue would be that it's honest, it's calm, it's trustworthy, it's caring, and it's secure. We'll find a lot of financial institutions use blue for their branding. The downside of blue, though, is that it can also come across as cold or miserable. Next up, we've got red. I like red. I have red in my branding. The positive effects of red would be things like it's dynamic, it's passionate, it's exciting, it's got energy, and it's also associated with love. The downsides are that it's also portrayed as dangerous and angry. Next up, we've got orange. Orange is friendly and sociable, it's happy, it's warm, and it's confident. But it's also used for signs that display on trucks carrying toxic waste. So, it has that connotation as well, and it's also relatable to sluggishness. Following that, we've got yellow. Now, yellow is sunshine. That's the first thing people think of with yellow. You've then got it's playful, it's optimistic, and it's joyful. The negatives of yellow: unstable and a bit irresponsible. Next on our list, we've got green. Now, green is organic, it's fresh, it's to do with health, it's natural, and it's also caring. But then again, we've got some negatives, and those are envy and jealousy. And what about purple? What do we associate with that colour? The positives would be luxury, royalty, spirituality, ambition, and wealth. Negatives: moody and a bit funereal. Then we've got my second favourite colour, which is black. The positives for black: sophistication, authority, elegance. It's dramatic. And it's not a word I like to use, but a lot of people would say it was classy. And then the big drawbacks to black: it's associated with death and with evil. Then we've got the opposite of black. We've got white. And white can be seen as pure, fresh, goodness, innocence, and clean. But its drawbacks are it can give feelings of isolation or emptiness. So those are single colours that you could use in your brands. But what if you want to go for multiple colours, like Google, who have multiple colours, what does that give across when people are thinking about it? Well, if you use multiple colours in your logo, the positives for that would be that it's bold, it's positive in itself because you're using quite a few colours, it's playful, it can represent multi-channels in the brand, and it's boundless. It's not constrained by any one colour. The negative to multicolour logos is they can, if they're not carried out well, they can look a bit childish, which would affect people's feelings on your brand in that way. So as we can see, colours have got quite a lot of effect on your brand. So during the branding process, or even afterwards, you can still go back, have a look at what you've chosen, and see if it's what you want to reflect outwards from your brand to your audience. And if it's not, maybe have a little look and a little think about how you do want to be perceived, and take a look at a colour chart. So until next time, stay creative.